Hello mummies, Solly here. So in this very quick video today, I just wanted to talk about gender. Now this is actually one of my passions, and we're very lucky that our children are growing up in a world where there is much more gender equality than there's ever been. We now have the Equalities Act 2010, which means that businesses and organisations cannot have anything that is unfair to men or women. Pay must be equal, opportunities must be equal. However, when we're far ahead of where we were, where my parents' generation was, but we still have such a long way to go. And I say this because if you go shopping today, you will find boys' toys are bold and macho, and they're building, and there's robots and there's rockets, and girls' toys are pink and glittery and fluffy and cute. One supermarket chain, I think it was Lidl, actually had some pajamas for sale, and on the front of the blue pajamas was "Be a superhero." Obviously for a boy, because it was a boy modelling the pajamas, and the girl modelling the pink pajamas was "My dad is a superhero." Now, it's lovely that we want our girls to grow up, loving and adoring their daddies. Of course, why not? But we're sending a message out now in the 21st century that boys could be strong and macho and girls need protecting and looking after. Now, some boys want to be strong and macho, and some girls want to be looked after. But similarly, there are some boys who need to show the softer, calmer, more empathetic side, and there's many girls who want to be the strong provider and the fearful risk taker. But we are still, from very early on, through toys and clothes and subliminal messages, sending out our children the differences between girls and boys. Quite recently I was reading about an experiment of some child carers. So people in the childcare profession were asked to interact with some babies, and they were given sort of a false reason why they were interacting. And any baby that was put into blue clothing they treated as a boy, and they were playing in a rough way. They were throwing balls, they were putting them on toys, sit and ride toys, and being sort of quite heavy-handed with them. And then the same professionals would then go to the little girls who were dressed in pink, and they would show them the teddy bears and do soft and read them books and do a little role play and with puppets. And in actual fact, the boys were actually dressed in girls' clothes and the girls were dressed in boys' clothes. So when the professionals were shown this footage afterwards, they were mortified because they didn't think that they were treating boys and girls differently. So why is this important? Well, I think it is vital, because boys are growing up with this idea that they have to be strong, they have to be macho, they have to be the provider, they have to be the caregiver. And a horrendous statistic is that the biggest killer of men under the age of 45 is suicide. Now, why is that? What is happening to our young men and our little boys that they get to their 40s and they feel that they can't go on? Well, maybe we're building them up to fail. Maybe we're saying, you have to be the strong caregivers, you have to sort out all the problems. I've said in a previous video, our dads don't cope very well with special needs. They don't cope because they haven't got this perfect family. They've got a problem, they don't know how to solve it, so they run away from it. So it's really important that our little boys grow up to be able to show their emotions and to show their feelings and to show that they are vulnerable and that they make mistakes and that it's okay, and you can get it wrong, and you can communicate, and you can talk, and you can get it wrong. Similarly, our girls are growing up thinking, oh my goodness, we need to be protected. We need somebody around us to be strong and protective. When in actual fact, our girls can jolly well handle these situations on their own. We need to encourage girls to go into male professions. We need girls to be engineers. Little girls don't gravitate towards Lego, not because they can't do Lego and spatial awareness things, because studies have shown that they can, but the boys are dominating that area, so the girls are then naturally just going off and playing in the role play area, and playing with the softer toys. So our nursery practitioners need to watch for that. They need to be giving our girls and boys equal opportunities, so that our girls will grow up thinking, yes, they can be strong and fast and the best, and boys can grow up thinking, do you know what, I can show empathy, I can be soft, and I can be I can show my emotion. So that is it for today. Just sort of food for thought, really. Hope you've enjoyed it. Read my blog. I talk about these same issues in my blog, so check out my blogs too. Until next time, I'll see you then.